Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. They stayed silent for months, until today when Chen Zheyuan's agency dropped a statement that shook the entire fandom. It was a normal afternoon in the world of Chinese entertainment news until a single post from Chen Zheyuan's official agency turned everything upside down. No teaser, no warning, just a stark, carefully worded statement that had the name Liang Ji right in the middle of it. For months, fans have speculated about the truth between Chen Zheyuan, the breakout star from Hidden Love and Our Secret, and Leang Ji, the graceful yet vivacious actress adored for her role in You Are My Destiny. Their chemistry during variety show appearances, their playful banter in interviews, the way they seemed to gravitate toward each other even when cameras weren't directly on them, it all fed into a growing narrative that something deeper was brewing. The agency had always ignored the whispers. No confirmation. No denial. Just a silence that only fueled the flames. But today, that silence cracked. The statement was brief, but every sentence felt loaded. It addressed recent rumors and public discussion involving Ms. Liang Ji and Mr. Chen Zheyuan's personal boundaries. It praised her professionalism, calling her a colleague and respected partner, but also emphasized protecting private life from harmful speculation. And here's where the tension exploded. The wording was neither a clear denial nor an admission. It was the kind of careful PR dance that made fans freeze, read it again, and start dissecting every word. Why mention her name directly? Why now? When neither of them had been in the headlines for weeks. Almost instantly, the internet caught fire. Fans flooded Weibo and TikTok with theories, old video clips, and screenshots of the statement. Some felt relieved, reading it as a subtle acknowledgement that the two share a close bond. Others felt deflated, thinking it might be the agency's way of cooling down rumors before they get too real. But if you think that's the end of the story, it's only the beginning. Because within an hour of the agency's post, Liang Ji herself broke her own silence. On her personal account, she posted a single photo, a soft, sunset-lit image of a cup of coffee sitting across from another cup, with no caption, no names. Just the warm glow of late afternoon light spilling across the table. For fans who followed them closely, the setting looked hauntingly familiar. It matched a cafe where Chen Zheyuan had been spotted with friends earlier this year. Could this be a quiet nod, a subtle way of saying, I see you, I'm here, we're fine? Naturally, the fandom went into full detective mode. They analyzed the wood grain of the table, the shape of the mugs, even the reflection in the glass window behind the cups. And the wildest part, some claimed they could see a blurred figure in that reflection. Someone tall, with broad shoulders, a silhouette that could very well be Chen Zheyuan. Meanwhile, media outlets scrambled to get official comments. Paparazzi camped outside filming locations, hoping to catch the two in the same frame. And as expected, every tiny movement from Chen adjusting his phone on set to Liang Ji's sudden change in schedule was spun into potential proof of what's really going on. But if the agency wanted to calm the waters, their statement might have had the opposite effect. It didn't end the conversation, it supercharged it. Fans weren't just talking about the possibility of a romance anymore. They were talking about the strategy behind the words, the timing, and whether this could be a slow, deliberate lead up to a bigger reveal. And here's where the emotional stakes rise. Chen Zheyuan, known for his quiet and private demeanor, has always been protective of those close to him. He rarely addresses rumors, choosing instead to let his work speak for itself. Liang Ji, on the other hand, is playful and warm, often engaging with fans in a way that feels personal. Together, they're a fascinating contrast, and perhaps that's why the idea of them as a couple has captivated so many. When two celebrities with such distinct public personas share this much unspoken connection, it creates a kind of magic that fans can't help but latch onto. Every shared smile, every inside joke on set, becomes fuel for the story. And when an official statement suddenly enters the picture, it feels like the curtain has been pulled back just a little, enough to make people lean in closer, but not enough to satisfy the curiosity. Now, with the agency having acknowledged her name publicly, it changes everything. It places their connection in the official record. It tells fans, yes, we see what you see, even if they want to say more. In the world of entertainment, silence can be deafening, but so can carefully chosen words. Chen Zheyuan's agency could have ignored the rumors, as they've done before. Instead, they dropped a statement that was like striking a match in a dark room. Suddenly, the outlines of something real flickered into view. For fans who have shipped Chen Zheyuan and Liang Ji for years, this moment is bittersweet. On one hand, it feels like validation, proof that there's a reason their names have been linked for so long. On the other, it's a reminder of how fragile these connections can be once exposed to the public eye. The entertainment industry is unforgiving. Relationships, whether real or imagined, can crumble under the weight of speculation and scrutiny. Maybe the statement was just a protective move. Maybe it was a quiet warning to back off. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the first step in preparing the world for a truth they're not ready to fully share. Whatever the intention, the impact is undeniable. The fandom is watching, waiting, and hoping for the next chapter. And if there is one thing this entire saga has proven, it's that some stories don't need a script. They write themselves, in stolen moments, in silent gestures, and in words carefully released at exactly the right time. If this statement was just the opening scene, then we're all about to witness the most unexpected plot twist of Chen Zheyuan and Liang Jie's story yet. Stay ready. In the hours that followed the agency's statement, something unexpected began to happen. Instead of dying down, the online conversation spiraled into a tidal wave of speculation. Old interview clips resurfaced, moments where Chen Zheyuan's usually composed demeanor would crack ever so slightly when Liang Jie's name came up. Fans replayed scenes from variety shows where their banter felt just a little too natural, too effortless, to be scripted. Even behind those scenes, footage from their drama work was suddenly under a microscope, every touch and glance pulled apart like pieces of a puzzle. By nightfall, the topic had reached the top of trending charts in multiple countries.